Current and Future Titans. I'm Sadie Robertson. Our Media Arts Out and About team would like to introduce you to your exploratory options here at GTMS. Take a look at your exploratory options, meet your exploratory teachers, and then take your pick.
Hello, I'm Benjamin Allen. I'd like to introduce you to our health and PE teacher, Mr. Jeff Hampton. Hello, Mr. Hampton.
Hello, Ben.
Can you tell us about health and PE?
I sure can. Welcome, 5th grade. I'm Coach Hampton. We actually have two PE and health teachers, Ms. Shaw, which you may see in the background also. And just a little bit about what we do here. We have PE and health, which means we have health sessions throughout the year, teaching you about being healthy, a healthy eater, and things like that, and disease prevention and things like that. And in the PE units, which I know a lot of you students want to know about, we have different units like volleyball, basketball, football, we're doing softball, soccer, and then we have different games in between those units, group games, and then we have skill days and things like that. It's things that you look forward to. And the benefit is when you get to middle school is that you have PE and or health every other day for 90 minutes. So it's not like PE in elementary school where you might have it once, maybe twice a week. But we look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Ben.
I'm Elizabeth Pittman. We're here with Miss Tina Shaw. She's a PE and health exploratory teacher. Miss Tina Shaw, may you please tell us a little bit about your exploratory?
Sure. We teach PE and health together. Normally, we start with PE at the beginning of the year, and then somewhere along about the second and third 9 weeks is when we start our health classes, and it's like a regular classroom setting. Our health classroom is going on right here now this year in the cafeteria, but sometimes we go down to a classroom, so it could change for next year. We cover topics like mental health, stress, nutrition. What else do we do? Just a whole bunch of stuff that we can't normally talk about in physical education class because everybody wants to get to the game. We have regular quizzes, tests, projects in health class. So you'll need a laptop, you'll need something to write with, that kind of thing. And then just one last thing, family life does fall into the health category. We normally do that one day. It's usually sometime in May, and we give you information a good 2 weeks before we start that for parents that need to know whether or not they want their child to participate. That's about everything.
Thank you, Miss Tina Shaw, for explaining that to us.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Brantley Goodwin, and I'm with the band teacher, Mr. Brock Smith. Mr. Brock Smith, can you tell us about your class?
Certainly. This is the 6th grade beginning band. In this class, you'll learn how to play all the different instruments. Well, not all the different instruments. You'll get to choose an instrument and learn the basics of how to play that, how to read music, how to read rhythm, and all that kind of good stuff. We put on performances a few times a year. And then in the future, you get to move on to 7th grade and 8th grade and all the way through high school band. And those things that we get to do there, by the time you're in 8th grade, you get to be in the marching band, if that's something that you're thinking about. And one of the cool things that we do is we always take trips every year from 7th grade on. So once you've learned your basics here in 6th grade, we get to do some really cool, fun things. All right, ready? And here's some students to tell you, what their opinions of the class are.
Band class is a really fun class. It is a really exciting experience, and Mr. Smith is an amazing band teacher.
Band can make you smart by you learning all the types of notes there are.
Most of the time, you get to play your instrument of your choice.
You get to play on stage in front of people and get rid of your fear of presenting.
Well, if you don't want to, you can just keep going. That's fine.
Band is a passion and helps you be yourself.
In band, you could choose any instrument you want, like a clarinet, trumpet, saxophone, flute, any other instrument.
Playing an instrument can make you smart. Band can make you feel inspired about things.
Your band teacher is kind of awesome. I like band.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben.
You get a trip to Busch Gardens.
Get a trip to Busch Gardens. Okay. All right. You guys want to start at 21? Yeah, let's start at 21. All right, here we go. 21. Ready? And ready? 21. 1, 2, ready, go.
Hello, I'm AJ Newberry, and I'm here with Mrs. Jessica Travis. She is the media arts teacher as well as the librarian. Miss Jessica Travis, can you tell us about media arts and what you expect from your students?
Yes, thank you. Media arts class is designed for our students to put on to create and produce our Today at GTMS morning announcement broadcast program. This class meets in the library, and this is our morning announcement broadcast room. Each student will learn all of the roles that it takes to put on the Today at GTMS morning announcements. Some of the roles are news anchor position, announcement news broadcaster, and weatherman, weather person. And behind the scenes, we have a student role of creating the green screen images and editing that, as well as our video recorder and editor. And we have a mixing board specialist who mixes the sound and the images that make all of it work together for the announcements. And we also have a position that edits and runs the script for our students to read. Students in media arts also produce another segment called Out and About, where our students have press pass badges that they wear so that they can go out and interview students and staff all around the building for events that are happening. Those out and about interviews are put on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, and on our school's website, as well as the morning announcements. So our class is designed to put on the Today at GTMS morning announcements, including all of the graphic design. So all of our students are graphic designers as well. And they are news broadcasters for our Out and About episodes. That's what media arts is.
Good morning, Titans. This is AJ. It's time for the Monday, May 12th broadcast of Today at GTMS. Today is a B-Day.
Welcome to our first episode of Today at GTMS Out and About. I am Nathan Curl, and this is
Elizabeth Pittman.
We are here in the GTMS band room with our
Hi, I'm Talia, and we are with our art teacher, Miss Jennifer Smith. Hi, Miss Jennifer Smith. Can you tell us about your art class?
Yes, I sure can, Talia. So here in art class, we definitely use our creativity, our imagination. We make messes, we have fun, we learn from all of our mistakes, whether we're learning from them or whether we're making happy little accidents, as Bob Ross would say. We explore, we use many different mediums such as clay, like we're using today. We also use oil pastels, paint. We do some ink sometimes. We did photography this semester. So art is just really a space where you can express yourself and you can learn more about yourself, discover any talents that you didn't know you had. So we would love to have you here in art class if you choose us.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer Smith, for making art class better for us.
Hello, I am Genevieve Bush. I'd like to introduce you to our technology teacher, Mrs. Teresa Finch. Hello, Ms. Finch. Can you tell us about the technology classes you teach and what students can expect?
Absolutely, Genevieve. Thank you for asking. I am Mrs. Finch. Welcome to our GTMS Technology Lab. Here we have 3 different courses. In 6th grade, you take Introduction to Technology. 7th, you take a course called Inventions and Innovations. And in 8th grade, you have a course called Tech Systems or Technological Systems. So in 6th grade, in Introductions to Technology, it's the beginning. It's the foundation. You do a lot of hands-on activities. You learn 3D printing. You really focus on the engineering process. So what processes do we go through when we are creating or producing products? We look at a bunch of different careers like agriculture and building trades and even electricity. So 6th grade is really fun. Right now, the students are working on Rube Goldberg machines. So you would have to wait and see what those are all about, but they seem to be pretty fun and have a lot of science in them. In 7th grade, we increase our skills and we start working with laser engravers, CNC machines, robotics. As you can see, our robotics competition mats behind us. We're working with even upgrading to microcontrollers. And in 8th grade, we put it all together. And there's a bunch of competitions along the way. So you'll see things like digital ship repair competitions. You will see robotics competitions and kid wind. So I know solar and wind power. We're even working on drones. That is something that we're hoping to have really close to the future. So we would love to see you take one of our tech classes while you are in GTMS. We'll be excited to see what you learn.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Adrian Parker, and I'd like to introduce you to our drama teacher, Mr. Samuel Locker. Hello, Mr. Locker. Can you tell us about what students can expect who take drama class?
Okay, yeah, sure. During drama class, you guys will be introduced to a lot of different things. So this year we had a chance to kind of do a project where we were doing a musical. So we had to think of how we can incorporate all of the things that it takes to make a show. So the students learned how to act. The students learned how to do their lighting. They learned how to do set design. They also learned how to do sound. And all of those things are coming together for our show that's coming out on May 9th.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so each year we can expect to incorporate all of those different elements that it takes to make theater in some way. So in some way, you will be on the stage, whether that is writing your own show and being in it and doing sketches, or being a part of another production. So does that kind of answer your question? Okay, cool.
Thank you for that information, Mr. Locker.
Thank you too.
Adjectives are words we use to really describe things. Handy words to carry around. These are sunny weather.
Hello, I am Nathan Curl. I am here with Miss Lancor. She is our academic and enrichment teacher. Miss Lancor, can you tell us about who is eligible to take academic enrichment and what they can expect in your class?
Sure. Academic enrichment is offered to identified gifted 6th and 7th graders, also high achieving 6th and 7th graders, if they're interested in challenging their brains, learning all kinds of different subjects. We have a variety of things that we study through the year. We look at coding and JavaScript. We do art projects. We do history and science projects. We do creative writing, which is what my students are doing right now. We think logically and question and ponder. We do brain games and puzzles. It's quite a variety. And basically, we have a lot of fun in our class, and we challenge our brains while we're doing it.
Thank you. Can students expect to take any field trips during this class?
We did take 2 field trips this year, one to the aquarium when we were in our marine science unit that we studied. We also took some local museum trips for our history unit. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some field trips again next year.
Thank you for the information about your class. I'm Nathan Curl, and this is another Out and About interview.